I see regular, moving out to the ocean. Do, 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 do. Oops, forgot about a lot of things. What's going on? Steady, I'm ready. What's going on? Steady, I'm ready. What's going on? Mayday, mayday. Melee, melee. What's going on? Are you ready? Melee, melee. What's going on? I just be crawling. Spells. Hey there, happy Mars Day. I hope you're doing well. I am the truth, and you are too. Welcome. Hold on. Whoa. I was hoping, but I don't think I can. Okay, there we go. This is better. Okay. Hey there, happy Mars Day. I hope you're doing well. I'm the truth, and you are too. Welcome to this week's Mars Day Weekly Forecast Predictions. Everything you need to know pertaining to me and my services is located in the description box of this video below for you to see. For this week's Mars Day Weekly Forecast Predictions, I'll be channeling with theorist Parvati, who's supporting the collectized good and the ice good. If you look up Parvati, you'll see that she's also known as Uma or Gauri, and I like that because one of my actually my first like real jobs, the manager, her name was Uma, so that's crazy. But yeah, she's known as Uma or Gauri. She's also a Hindu deity. She is part of the Tridevi, which I just learned about when I looked her up. It consists of Saraswati, Lakshmi, and Parvati herself. Parvati is the goddess of power, energy, nourishment, harmony, love, beauty, devotion, and motherhood. She's a consort of Lord Shiva. She's a mother of Ganesha and Kartikeya. And she's known as Shakti, divine feminine energy. And to me, when I was reading up on her, she felt like cosmic womb type of energy. Um, and I believe Parvati and Kali are like the same, but when I looked into that, like how they're the same and everything, Hinduism is very interesting. It's so expansive. Like there's different like deities, but they're the same in a way. I'm not gonna go in the rabbit hole because Hinduism also is like a rabbit hole, and I love it though. I love it. But we should call it. I asked Parvati myself, who are you? How would you like for me to describe you? The following came up. The number sequence 999 came up. So I see that as an end of a cycle, a closing of a cycle, transcending, going beyond. I see that as ancestors. I see that as it could be sports. It could be something with learning, and it could be travel and all that stuff. And the full moon energy came up when I was channeling with her. She works in the subtle behind the scenes to help those struggling, those who lost are losing hope and doubting that the best outcome will come that this outcome will happen, or doubting that the struggle will end, especially those who are experiencing this behind the scenes, energetically or subconsciously, or have it in their battles. She helps you overcome this, and she heals this in you. She's there when you fall to your knees. And then there's something about call on her when your dignity is lost. She hears you and she sees you. And something about that, I felt that. So I don't know, I put it like a sad little teardrop face. And then she helps guides you through and to the other side. So that's there's Parvati for you, and I'll be channeling her for this week's Martha Weekly Forecast Predictions. If you hear an extra sound just reading, I apologize in advance. Life is life, and I'll handle if it gets too much. Like, comment, share, subscribe. That's very much appreciated. It's helpful. And let's begin this week's Mars Day Weekly Forecast Predictions. Let's do the journal summary first. So, some numbers and there's some notes here. We have here 777, 111, 23. And 23 really stood out a lot. 23 was very specific. So 23, 88, double numbers, especially 1212. Somebody could be 23 years old, or there's something about 1923 or 23 in general. Then the first note from the first summary from all the notes I have here is spring and autumn, and then I put it's like the in between seasons, and then sunrise. So transitioning, there's something about the in between and transitioning when it comes to spring, autumn, and then like sunrise or the horizon. And then the next note we have here is shamelessness. And then the last note we have here is pulse, the soul, and an auto electricity. Pulse the soul and auto electricity. So that's that for where we are currently. In Z. No, that's for that for the journal summary. Let's see. Let's see where we are currently. In the planets. Currently, we are in the age of Aquarius, where there's rebellion, revelation, humanity, changes, epiphanies, realizations, awakenings. Within that, we are in Scorpio season. Scorpio season started on October 23rd, 2025 is going to end on November 22nd, 2025. And Scorpio is known as the following. It's known as the scorpion. It's also known as the eagle. It's the I lust sign, or the I want sign, or the I desire sign. It also is a fixed sign. It is a water sign, and it's ruled by the planets Mars and Pluto. And is a divine feminine sign. The topaz and the opal are the gemstones associated with Scorpio, and the genital organs and bladder and both bowels are anatomically associated with Scorpio. The Death card and the Tower card are the two major arcana cards in Tower deck that are associated with Scorpio. And Scorpio can be described as the following: passionate, perceptive, resourceful, possessive, psychological, prowling, determined, probing, fixed, focused, having the potential to see things more clearly than others, can be cunning or vengeful, fearless, strategic at getting what you want, sexual energy, not afraid to investigate the darker side of things, death and rebirth, regenerative powers through optimism. And then today we are in the first quarter moon in Capricorn, and Mars is in Scorpio until November 4th, 2025. So I'm break that down for you. The first quarter means the following: action, resistance in the form of obstacles, decision making, the stress test. Things can become more difficult due to leaving your comfort zone, putting yourself out more, doing more than usual to pursue manifestation, getting through it. This phase is meant to energetically help getting through obstacles. If your intentions were planted during the new moon, your first hurdles as achieving these goals are experienced here, challenges, decisions, and action. Be prepared to make decisions and keep your cool, making decisions that will ultimately bring about the outcome of your previously set intentions. To help act on intentions, goals, keep a to-do list, a journal, or a calendar. Physical representation of writing and acting out intentions. And then the moon in Capricorn is the following. Hold on. Okay. The moon in Capricorn is following: being useful and productive, cool-headed, steady, reliable, seek safety, security, clear boundaries, and realistic goals, long-term planning, respect for authority and tradition, calm underneath mood swings, dark emotions, keeping emotions under control, structure, organization. So far there's something on like also that I didn't put down that I'm gonna say, like magnetism, like something about like magnetism starting to amp up or is starting, and then something about yeah, like the sting of the Scorpio, but also anger and everything, like just heavy emotions. Yeah, so keeping emotions under control, structure, organization, efficient management, values, real things. Difficult times expressing emotions can be hard on self, professional, serious. Okay, and then the Mars in Scorpio is the following. Mars in Scorpio is the following: challenge to do the impossible. And there could also be heavy challenges and stuff like that. What the heck? There could be heavy challenges. Challenge to do the impossible, concentrated energy, willpower, formidable opponents, seeing right through people and relying heavily on gut feelings, strong sexual stamina, attraction to taboos, fantasy, sexual appeal draws people in, having a black or white philosophy of life, accepting challenges, making changes, strong survival instincts, satisfaction in testing self or others, achievement, mastery, provocative, maybe projecting on others due to low self-esteem, transformation, having the drive, ambition, and willpower for transformation, getting to the bottom of things in order to transform, stimulating and provoking change, ability to persevere and work through difficult challenges, likes a challenge, may have an unrelenting aggressiveness or anger, be selective of where the energy goes, direct, redirect, aim the energy and into more positivity. So overall, from that, what I got is there's something heavy about magnetism for sure. And it's getting stronger or pulling in. There's also something here about challenges going on, heavy challenges and heavy like emotions and energy. It could be with anger and stuff like that, or just something heavy emotions. I feel like it's more anger. It feels like it's stinging or it's like a come at you like that, or whatnot. And just be aware of that. But the summary I have here too is exposed devil antics. You could be seeing them more clearly. Exposed devil antics. You could be seeing them more clearly. Final transformation. Honing in magic skills. Transforming restriction. Getting out of restriction. Acting out precognitive plans, and then sexuality, and there could be something about sexual taboos or just something about taboos in general, strong intuition or instinct, precision, being precise, the ability to break through, and there's some type of energy that's brewing developing energy. So that's that for where we are currently in the planets. Now I'm going to close off with a card reading. There could be some type of resistance and ignoring. I was about to say ignorance. Maybe ignorance, but resistance and ignoring. Let's see. Bottom of the deck, which is a summary of the clarity cards, is two of machetes, which is two of swords. Top of the deck, you to watch this right now, is four of machetes, four of swords. Bottom of the deck, which is the card of the card. The summary of the card that came out is the vengeance, overcoming slights, a choice. This is the earth element card. Top of the deck, you can watch this right now is a mascarary, hiding your true self, projection, and then water. Projecting, a whole lot of projecting. You put on the what's it called? You do what you put on the next, bitch. Uh, All right. So for this week's Mars weekly forecast size predictions, the card that came out is Four of Cups. Bottom of the deck, summary of that is the High Priestess card. Top of the deck, use you're watching this right now, is the Seven of Wands. And then to clarify the Four of Cups, you got the World card, Ten of Machetes, and the Eight of Pentacles. And then the Oracle card that came out is the Acolyte. It's the Air element card, and it's new projects learning. Could be resisting the new. There could be like something. There's like the 1, 2, 3, 4 type of thing. So ascending number sequence. Something about progressing, ascending, getting bigger, getting better, brighter, getting faster, something like that. There's just some type of forward movement, some type of expansion when it comes to this reading. There's some type of like hindsight kind of thing, divine wisdom, and I believe I said that in one of my notes. Something about honing in, some honing in something. It could be spiritual skills or something about divine wisdom, honing it all in. Maybe something is increasing, like your knowledge. If something is increasing, something's getting better and ascending, and it may have to do with like your knowledge, your divine wisdom. It could be through like experience, and it's something spiritual as well. Honing in and like at the end of something, the hindsight behind it, and not knowing at that point. Okay. Yeah, something came to like a dead halt, or it's in someone's face. It could have been said. It could just been setting like, this is what it is. There's something about focus. Ooh, so this reminds me of me. Like when I hear the truth, like it makes me like hunker down even more. It makes me focus more. It's like, oh, so that's what that is. Oh, I can, and it makes me kind of go like that. It could be the blunt truth. Something about ignorance. Beware of ignoring whatever divine wisdom or whatever thing this is. If like it's also like some type of skills or something like that, or like spiritually, like be careful of ignoring it. But it's also like something of a feeling of the hangman, like allowing this stuff to pour into you. There's some type of completion, some type of hindsight. It's like hindsight, foresight. It could be like some type of confirmation as well. Something coming together. There is something, don't ignore a betrayal. Don't ignore, there's something that's just so blunt and it's like a sudden stop. Someone could like be dismissing something too or dropping something like that or whatnot. Uh, yeah, super clear sight. Maybe some of y'all are. It's more of clear cognizance. I was gonna say clear sight. You could be have clear sight, clairvoyance, but there's some. It could be also like dreams, maybe like very super precise dreams, but it feels like clear cognizance. It's very fine tuned and super, like I don't know why I want to say pinpoint and fine and precise. Someone maybe more focused into their spiritual stuff. There's something about resistance when it comes to a new. Parvati is suggesting to have motivation when it comes to a new. Be open to like the truth and learning when it comes to that. Four of Cups is what came out. There's some of it where it's like there's something about just like allowing, letting go. It's giving me a hangman energy. Allowing and letting go. And it's because like you're protected and just like allowing is the action right now. Some of y'all, for some of y'all, or just some of this, there's something about do not ignore something though. It's like ignoring something and it's like I like giving up or whatnot. It could be also ignorance, and there's something about ignorance is bliss. Uh, and uh, I don't know. This is random, but it reminds me of my mom. Like, and I feel like a lot of other people like feel this way sometimes. Like, there's just like a lot to know and all this stuff that sometimes people are like ignorance is bliss type of thing, but is it really? Is ignorance bliss? My mom was one of those people. She was like, no, this is too much. Like, look, ignorance is bliss type of thing. I'm like, once I know it, I can't like go back. I cannot go back to not knowing and stuff. Like, there's too much creepy stuff out there. But anyways, bottom of the deck to summarize the Four of Cups. Um, there's a High Priestess card. Surrender to the divine wisdom and everything. There's this Pisces energy I'm getting. And also don't ignore the divine wisdom or something. Don't ignore the vibes as well. Oh, that's what I'm saying. Like things could be better, especially like in your money, especially like when it comes to stability, security, maybe even your health. Yes. And I could see with health, like people just be so annoyed that like there's like every little thing like to read the back of the labels, da da da. There's every little thing. So ignorance is bliss. Like oh YOLO, or like I'm gonna die anyway. Da, da, da. I don't have that mindset, and I don't believe in YOLO. I live forever. Um, so don't know about you, but yeah. But there's something about that. There could be something body as a temple and everything like that. Top of deck usually watching this right now. Seven of Wands, baby. There could be something about like inner child or your child or something like that. Um, or maybe something ever since you were a child, because I'm getting Pisces stuff and I know stuff about Pisces and ever since they were a child type thing. But Also, there may be some type of resistance, cup runneth over type of thing. Like allow your cup to your cup or whatnot to be filled and runneth over type of thing. Top of deck use watchers now 7 of Wands. Some of y'all could be having like this drive, this motivation or something like, okay, let's do something about this. What are we gonna do about it type of thing. Instead of like sitting back and allowing the devil or devil antics to like take over. Yeah, rising above it and everything. Yeah, yeah, that's cool. Page of Wands, the Emperor and the Three of Wands. This is exactly what I was just saying. Like some of y'all are like, I'm not just gonna sit around and allow myself to die or to waste away. I'm not gonna sit here and allow like something to be this and that when like I have this information, I have this wisdom, da da da, or when I could do better. And then at the same time, there's something about resistance. Beware of resistance currently as you watch this right now. To clarify the Four of Cups, we have the World card, the Ten of Machetes, and the Eight of Pentacles. Yo, I'm telling you, this feels literally like blunt truth. And it reminds, as simple as like what I just told you. Like, this is me. Like, what I love the truth. There's not this whole thing of I do not want to be in the dark at all. I want to know everything. You know, that could be a detriment to me sometimes, but I want to know everything. And then it's like when things are in the dark, and then like finally, like I get the real like it's crisp. It's like a crispy, cool apple that I bite into. If you understand what I'm saying. And once I bite into that, I'm like, okay, refreshing. I'm locked in. Once because I don't like confusion and everything like that. And sometimes I get benefit of the doubt. And like sometimes that keep me stuck somewhere. Or it's like, oh, should I do this? Should I do that? Should I not? Should I? But then once I get like the blunt truth, the fact, or something like that, um, I'm like, pew. Like that's what it's giving me here. Even though there's no Eight of Wands here for some reason, I'm getting Eight of Wands when that happened here. But I don't know. Let's see. Now, but it's Queen of Swords. Yes, Queen of Swords is here. It's not the King of Swords, but it's like strict, like off with your head, like um, and it's some type of intellect and stuff like that. Very sharp. And Pisces are hey there, Pisces. I love Pisces. I feel like Pisces are everybody's blessed, but Pisces are super blessed. They're the real God's favorite. But what you call it? We have here. Oh, I keep doing that. Why do I always do that? I'm about to read it and it's not even active page. I was looking for it. We have here the acolyte. It came upright, so I'm gonna read everything that's upright. I'm gonna read the summary and then upright. So the acolyte, beyond the awe-inspiring hush of the temple is a rush of productivity. Students in ill-fitting robes rush past, arms full of books, or sit in quiet rows as they study their scriptures. Under the priest's wise guidance, the acolyte is eager to begin their journey of learning. They fear that they'll never be good enough to step into their role ahead of them. Even so, they are excited for the world that is opening up to them, and they're determined to embrace it with conviction. If it feels like you're not making progress lately, it may be time to think about learning something new and expanding your horizons. Take up a hobby, a new class, or fresh experience. You'll enjoy the rewards immediately. Learning is an infinite journey. Embracing the fun of new experiences will provide the fresh perspective you need. Maybe Pradati is saying be open to like learning what you don't know, or learning more and learning when it comes to health, when it comes to finances or some type of stability, security, or something like that, or whatever it is for you. We have here Pisces, we have here Aquarius, and we have here Capricorn. You could be any of those signs. The signs could be in chart, could be the energy of this reading, could be the planetary placements. Um, yeah, the planetary placements, anyone around you, all that stuff. The and I think this is Ansuz, Ansuz, Ansuz. I forgot what Ansuz is. So we have your Ansuz, Ansuz. It means Odin, insight, communication, inspiration, and true vision. Yes. And that's by the Four Cups. Don't ignore it. Don't ignore it. Also be open to like whatever is inspiring that sets your soul on fire, that gives you motivation. I'm always looking up these things again. What does Odin mean? Oh, the supreme God and creator, God of victory and the dead. Wednesday is named after him. Interessante. Um, okay. I feel like it's giving me again, don't ignore the truth. We have your owl, the bad. There's something about wisdom. Owl, the bad meaning, the bad omen. It has 789 here, and it has the zodiac sign Virgo, and it says boundaries set, walls up, possible imposter syndrome, self sabotage, detailed, nitpicky, isolating, and the seven of it's by the seven of wands. For me, it's some type of resistance or something like that. And then we have here labradorite, and it says magic. It's for magic. It protects you while you sleep. Transformation, inner and outer protection and healing. Increases faith and trust. Removes disappointments, insecurities, self doubt. And then yeah, there could be some type of like just not insecure, or just not really sure about something, but something is hindsight and is very clear, and it should make you super focused now, especially again, make you super focused and precise. Yeah, maybe with your spirituality or something with emotions. I don't know if there's something with emotions too, and all that stuff. But yeah, strengthens physical, emotional, and spiritual life, boosts self determination, sharpens psychic abilities, keeps you safe and prepared when expanding consciousness abilities, interdimensional traverse, and empowers spiritual growth. Okay. And then yeah, so that's that for this week's Mars Weekly Forecast Predictions. If you're like a person to read, you can visit my link tree. You can email me, set up at any time. They both will be in the description box for you to see. Like, comment, share, subscribe if much preaching is helpful, and peace out. Bye.